or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day, a beautiful Wednesday of checking these buttons. We are back. Chapters down below, sub button right there. It is the first day of October. That's what I'm talking about. Can you feel the Halloween spirit? Maybe it's too far away, but my ass is already buying pumpkins. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is we's ready to check these brand new season buttons. We got a hot one. We got like 2 or 3 stories. So without further ado, let's go. All right, now into the first setup. The winner of Final Combat actually said, "I've never liked this game," in front of Ed Boon. Buttons that need to be checked. This shit is hilarious. So Scorpion Prox won over the weekend. It was that whole thing. We actually covered it where Sonic Fox boycotted Top 8. Well, apparently I missed his speech. It was in Spanish, but we got translation and all that. And apparently during the speech, Scorpion Prox started off by saying, "I never liked this game." And then the translator completely skipped that part. It's like he didn't want to say it in front of Ed Boon, even though Ed Boon was standing right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to check out the clip, then we're going to get them hilarious FGC reactions, and also Scorpion Prox answers to all of this. Let's go. Right here, FGC reacting, posting this, simply calling him the GOAT. And what I love about this shot, look at this. You can clearly see Ed Boon, clueless ass, just cheesing in the background. Look at that silhouette. Either way, check out this clip, y'all. Look at this. This is hilarious.
Al principio a mí, no, o sea, nunca me gustó este juego y o sea, después tuve malos resultados. No llegaba a veces ni a top 3. Pero ahora me alegro de haber ganado. Esto se siente como un sueño. Y eso es gracias porque dieron frutos los entrenamientos con mi hermano y me alegra mucho haber ganado.
That he was bad at the game, but with training and with all the support of his family and his brother especially, he got into the first place, and now we have the winner. Scorpion.
FGC reacting saying, and the one who translate didn't say he never liked the game, laughing their ass off basically, and I never liked this game, next to good old Ed Boon, Boon, ha, Mexican laughter, y'all get what the hell he's trying to say, and then I never liked this game, haha, what a master of statement from a total GOAT. Continuing on right here, others, same train of thought, saying, I still can't believe Scorpion Prox said I never liked this game. Right next to Ed Boon, congratulations on Final Combat, Scorpion Prox. And then others saying, doubt Ed cares. Ed probably said, shit, me too, LOL. Laugh my ass off, brah. On HBO 2, facts. Continuing on saying, and the translator said, at first I wasn't good at this game, when he said, I never liked this game. Laugh my fucking ass off. What a shit show. Going deeper with some translations saying, at first I didn't like the game. I mean, I never really liked this game. But anyways, I wasn't even getting top 3 all the time or with all the time I was putting in at first. So I'm proud that with all the training with my brother did pay off. So that's what the translation is. But check this out. Scorpion Prox actually responds saying, I wanted to thank all the people who supported me yesterday and the fans who were at the event, but also to apologize because I feel that I didn't use the best words when I said I don't like the game. Damn, so he admits it, but he's apologizing. Others are saying the one who wins says whatever they want, LOL, and the one who won everything can go wherever they want and however they want. Don't worry, enjoy your victory, is that Mati, and keep believing in yourself. Others basically saying the same thing. Brother, it's completely valid. Nobody judges you for it. I think it happens to many of us. I feel exactly the same way as you do. In the end, everybody knows that you have the level to beat anyone. Congratulations, champion. And you got a good laugh out of me, so it was worth it. And there you have it. How you feeling about that? The man wins Final Combat and then says, I didn't like the game. I never liked the game. And then also he wasn't getting top 3. But at the end, he's like, I'm glad the training with my brother paid off. Ed Boon, clueless. Obviously, he ain't speaking no Spanish. Just smiling. I meant to say speaking Spanish if I could talk today. But just smiling in the background. I love how you can see just the silhouette back there. And then obviously, if I haven't already, I'll play the clip of Ed Boon being on stage.
Who is going to give you the medal is the one and only Ed Boon. So, por favor, aquí en medio, vamos a darle.
Because the announcer said, he was like, you not only get a trophy or something like that, but you actually get it in front of Ed Boon. And then he gets the mic and clearly says, I never liked this game. The more, oh my God, we've already, oh shit. The more we learn about this tournament, the more it just goes down in FGC history as the worst tournament ever, and it was on HBO Max. And you saw a lot of the players, the commentators, the staff. Well, I won't say the staff. I assume it was all Mexico staff. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, the commentators that we know, the players that we know, all of them expressed frustration. And they were like, what the hell is this? Then you got Scorpion Prox talking about the game itself. Isn't it fitting in a sad way that the shit show that MK1 was ended like this? I mean, it ended in a damn dumpster fire. It's crazy. That I don't know if you can get a worse ending than the way this all happened, right? And the sad thing is you had some pros saying MK1 was kind of beginning or starting to be fun. They were like, yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying it. They just need to tweak this, and that, and we're not getting any help. And then we're here. And then from there, wrapping this up, we have Aquaman himself. He was actually one of the commentators that was there, actually making a statement when this is all done. Very disappointed and keeping it real. Check this out. Right here, he posted this saying, Final Combat post-mortem. It's hard to feel great about it. The players played their asses off. The commentators commentated their asses off, all for an unbelievable amount of production, venue, and player issues to get in the way. It's all that'll be talked about, and rightfully so. It's a shame, given I felt without them, it was one hell of a show. And this was likely the last major event for Mortal Kombat for the foreseeable future, and that's the only thing, or that's what only makes it worse. Rather than go out with a bang, it went out with a light thud, and this was the first time a fighting game was live streamed on the platform like HBO, and it was an embarrassment for all of us. If we are ever in a position like this again, we need the right people in places across the board. Otherwise, you will get the disconnect that was seen. I plan on taking solace in the things I enjoy until the next adventure like this comes around, and I hope the same for others. Expect more events for myself soon and support the other ones out there who are holding the competitive scene down. And there you have it. And now into them unbelievably kind of surprising weird buttons that need to be checked. We're talking about EA selling for $55 billion to none other than Saudi Arabia. Ladies and gentlemen, they own us all. It's a wrap. Saudi owns every damn thing in this planet right now. Listen, I'm sure most of you have already heard the story. We have content creators reacting to this. We have FGC reacting to this. And then some making the points like the main things they're worried about now is obviously the layoffs that are going to happen because of the debt that's consumed by this, but also the fact that they're planning on using AI to like be more cost effective because they got to get out of this debt. So expect more AI in the future, which is probably going to make things just turn more to shit. Right here, Jake Lucky posting this saying, EA has officially been acquired for $55 billion and will be going private. Here's a little bit of the breakdown saying Electronic Arts EA sold for $55 billion to a private investment consortium consisting of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF, the private equity firm Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners, a firm managed by Jared Kushner. Here's some of the content creators kind of breaking it down, their concerns. Check this out, and then we'll get some FGC reactions. Let's go.
There are no saints over there at the EA office, but I definitely think there are worse companies, but it just goes to show you the pure disdain people have for EA and their practices. They have not been well liked for a very long time. But you know who does like them? The Saudi Arabian government. They like them so much that they are buying EA for $55 billion. Now, it's not just the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund that's buying them all on their own outright. They've actually got a whole Royal Rumble going halvesies with them, so they've got fucking superstars like Silver Lake and Jared Kushner's Affinity Partners doing this deal with them. So they've got like the superstars of slime here that are forking up 55 billion clams to own EA. EA was a publicly traded company, but obviously with this will no longer be. They're taking it private. Now there is one other name here that's very important to this deal. JP Morgan.
JP Morgan.
Because you see, Darman fam, $20 billion of debt is being committed by JP Morgan for this deal, $18 billion of which is expected to be funded at close. Now, what does this mean for you, someone who might just be excited for Battlefield coming out? Well, 20 billion is a big number. If you converted that to pounds, it's nearly as heavy as your mother, bitch. Point is, $20 billion is what EA is now responsible to pay back. It's debt. And what are the ways that you can look to try and squeeze some more juice from the lemons here? More microtransactions, something EA is very famous for. Another strategy EA might employ is layoffs. Again, something they're not a stranger to. And I predict, as well as I've seen other people also make this prediction, I'm not fucking Baba Vanga over here with some kind of galaxy brain speculative theory. I would imagine they're going to start closing studios like BioWare. I think BioWare is going to be their big one. Their games have not been performing well financially for EA for a while. Anthem, into Dragon Age, the Veilguard, they're not crushing it in their sales numbers, and they're a very expensive component of EA.
Insider Gaming, whose headline reads, "New EA owners hoping AI will cut costs and boost profits," it's claimed by the Financial Times. It reads right here that, according to that article, the ownership group is betting on AI being able to significantly cut CEA's operating costs. AI will be used as a way to boost EA's profits in the coming years and to manage a large debt load on a company that historically carried limited net debt.
The bean counters who are now trying to make this leveraged buyout work are going to be looking at your salary, your involvement in the company, and seeing how that compares to an enterprise AI package. Spoiler alert, the AI is going to be a lot fucking cheaper down the road. And the thing with AI is, like, it's just, at least generatively, it's all around us, okay? You've already got, apparently, like, talent agencies trying to hype up AI influencers, AI celebrities. You've already got just AI shit permeating all over, social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, or whatever. We live in a day and age where we've probably got 6 times the amount of media that is being created every single day. No joke. But it's also that 6 times of that content, that content itself, most of it appears to just be AI generated shit anyway. It's getting genuinely difficult sometimes to find the real human being in amongst the slew of AI-generated shit that's getting thrown in our ways. And I don't think that's going to change for even things like gaming. If EA already was a company that had you fucking cringing to begin with, I don't doubt going forward, especially to turn a profit, a lot of the stuff might just start involving generative AI. I wouldn't even doubt that as Battlefield 6 drops, and if that game really does do well, which it seems like it will because gamers are kind of excited for it, I wouldn't even doubt that modern EA would just suddenly decide to constantly fill it with a slew of AI-generated, like, gun skins that they can sell down the road just to make full cream profit and cut out even the artists or or just the developers from that entire exchange anyways. I wouldn't even doubt in the future if a lot of those shitty made sports games that are already Control-C and Control-V into the next year project are not going to be vibe coded even a little bit or a lot going into the future.
All right, gamers everywhere responding saying that oil billionaires tired of EA making shit FIFA games, so they bought the whole thing. That one has over 2,000 likes. So check this out. Battlefield 6. This has almost 5,000 likes. Official EA FC 27 cover. Yeah, y'all get what they try to say. Continuing on, eating a meal. EA eating a meal. Look, that one has over 2,000 likes. EA eating a meal. Please dismantle and rebuild the entire company. EA has been a fucking joke for a decade now, or more than a decade now. Sincerely, all sports title enthusiasts. And then wrapping it up right here, saying EA said, "We getting A-Rab money." Y'all know the song, right? Busta Rhymes. Either way, that's what's happening. It's official, man. You know what's gonna happen? Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Esports is officially going to ruin video games within the next, 5 years. It's going to implode once again. People are going to get tired of it. The people that are pouring all the money into it, I'm talking about like Saudi, all these other investors, like the millions of dollars that we're seeing eventually are going to go away. It's going to implode. And then it's going to go back to kind of like grassroots. We'll still have our tournaments that were there in a way, but it's really going to go back more to where did the money go. Then in about 5 years, we're going to be like, damn, remember when we had a circuit with the big money? Remember when all that money was here? That was nice. We missed that. We're going to forget. We're gonna get amnesia, right? The new people are gonna start coming into the FTC. They're not gonna understand the struggles that we're going through now, all the horrors and the terror and the AI bullshit. They're not gonna see all that. They're not gonna understand that because it's gonna be a new generation and it's gonna come back once again. This is gonna be a cycle. Either that's gonna happen or esports is just gonna win and we're gonna be in this weird ass matrix that none of it makes sense. There's no more locals, there's no more feeling, there's no more touching. There's no more touching grass. It is all online. We are all plugged in and we're just, we're screwed. And that is one more time, Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. We had a crazy, it's a weird time to be living in, right? Who would ever think that we would be here? Growing up playing video games. Growing up on that Street Fighter 2 cabinet in a liquor store. Not a liquor store. Who was playing it in a liquor store? You know what I'm saying? If you was in, where did you live? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is in a convenience store. I used to play in a convenience store down the street from my house. There was a Burger King I used to play it in, and the first one ever, a Shakey's Pizza in Modesto, California. That's when I first fell in love with some Street Fighter 2. Anyway, who would ever think going from there as children's to here being owned by Saudi? Not understanding everything being digital, hard copies going away, fucking AI. It is a weird time. We have lived long enough to see this come crashing down in a way. Maybe we survive. Maybe it gets better. But either way, how y'all feeling, man? So with that being said, we will see you soon. Matter of fact, I will see you tomorrow. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, some way, it got to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Fruto del entrenamiento con mi hermano y me alegra mucho haber ganado.
That he was bad at the game, but with training and with all the support of his family and his brother especially, he got into the first place, and now we have the winner.
Must have hit the SAP button by mistake. Let me translate. Gracias a venir al show, este pinche pueblo de güeros, cabrones que se dan las nalgas, pinches gringos, cabrones que se van a la chinga. I want to thank you all so much for coming out tonight and supporting Latino comedy. Thank you so much.